I don't know what's happening in Texas. Even though Governor Greg Abbott banned Sharia, I think he's banned care as well. But for some reason, the advance of Islam, not only in the rest of America, but also in Texas, is not stopping. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it takes. Well, actually, I think I know what it takes, but I don't know whether we can get there yet or not. Check out this tweet by Amy Meck. Attention parents in Texas and America. The Muslim Brotherhood's MSA is targeting your children in public, middle, and high schools. Texas is ground zero. Texas of all states. Watch this video. Let's watch this together. They're doing it in plain sight. And for some reason, to my frustration, we can't do anything about it. Why? Why?
And because of that, I wanted to talk today about the oppression of women. And many Muslim women today...
A Muslim man is talking about oppression of women. It's like getting advice from a Nazi about the rights of Jews.
Even though Islam came to really liberate them, they're still trapped by certain ideas or ideologies. Yeah.
For example, like looking out for themselves. That's an ideology. Feminism is an ideology. I know there are different flavors of that, but we all agree, yeah? We all agree that women should have a right to education and college and universities. Yes, we should also tell women, about the pleasures of life that can come with motherhood, but we can't force them, right? I'm a classical liberal. I don't think we can force anyone. That's different from how these people see it. But that's a foreign ideology. That's what he's condemning. Like, oh, women are just suffering from these other horrible ideologies, you know? Women should just submit to Islam. Become baby-making machines. That's good for society and good for men like him. And on top of that, you can have 4 wives and multiple unlimited sex slaves, you silly women. Can't you see this is the most beautiful, liberated ideology for you as a woman?
For example, until now, Muslim women will ask you certain questions that they really shouldn't be asking. They'll ask you things like, why is it that a Muslim man can marry 4 and a Muslim woman cannot marry 4?
How dare you ask these questions, you stupid woman? You are falling to Western propaganda.
And this is a question, if you contemplate for 4 minutes, you'll find the answer. It's not a difficult question. It's very clear why. You can ask the sister, is that what you want for yourself? No. Okay. Do you know a bunch of sisters who are fighting for that? Look, who are you making this argument for? Did you consider this for 1 minute? Do you know what it means to marry 4 men and cook for 4 men and clear for 4 men and have children for 4 men? What kind of an argument is that?
Look at this Quran. It says your wives are as a tilt unto you. So approach your tilt when or how you will. Bang. A lot of people actually interpret this Quranic verse as Allah is actually allowing men to have different sex positions. Believe it or not, this is a huge topic of contention amongst Muslim scholars. Some Muslims say, some scholars believe that you are only allowed to have missionary style. You know, all you naughty ones. No, you can't do all these other things. But then some use this Quranic verse and says, your wives are as a tilt, you know? You can mow it down whichever way you like. But that's a side note anyway. But see how he's gaslighting women? He's saying, yes, I would tell you, most women would not want 4 husbands, but they would also not want their husband to have 4 freaking wives. It's in a woman's nature. Just like they talk about, Muslims love to talk about, oh, it's in man's nature to go and bang everyone he can. So in order to stop him from adultery, Allah said, hey, have 4 wives and unlimited sex slaves. Hey, see? Allah is so understanding. Allah understands what men want. But what about the other side? Huh? What about women? Yeah, women don't want to have 4 husbands, but they also don't want to share their husband with other women. That's also in a woman's nature. Another thing, it's in women's nature to look beautiful, to look desirable. That's why women put makeup on, right? But where's Allah's understanding of women's desires? Oh, no, you should dress up as a ninja warrior. Put those bin bags over you. Even if you're pretty or ugly, doesn't matter. Cover that face up, and then you... Where's your compassion for women? There's a lot of compassion for men. Oh, he wants to bang around. Come on, let him have it. Would you rather have your husband cheat on you behind your back or do it publicly? See, this is better. This is public. It's a twisted ideology, guys. This is what you're bringing into your countries. And look at them. They stand up and they tell you as if They've got all the answers. It is disgusting. It's a disgusting, filthy ideology.
Children for 4 men. What kind of an argument is that? Yeah? You know something? Muslim women will come and ask you, why is it that men pray in the front and women pray in the back? And they're always angry when they ask you that question. I want you to introduce me to this guy who taught you that there's something wrong with praying in the back, that it's offensive to pray in the back for some reason. I want to meet this guy. And what's his logic? What's his reasoning? Why do we accept this argument? Let's just pick hijab. People want to attack hijab.
Okay, I'll answer that to you. You have to have some sort of equality. If you want to establish a more humane society, then you have to have some sort of equality. Equality doesn't mean competition. Equality means creating a more balanced society, which is a very foreign concept to you because you draw your morals from a 7th century pedophile. It's very simple. What do you want? And I know what he would say. He would say, no. Islam is a patriarchal society. Yeah, and the Quran says it in black and white. These woke, lefty, lunatic women, these supposedly liberal women, they defend this ideology. Quran chapter 4, verse 34. So it begins with men are the caretakers of women. That's it. Meaning men are in charge. Some put it as in charge. Women have to follow. And that's not all the rights Islam has given to women. Look at this. This is what Western liberal women defend. Check this guy out.
The husband has physical needs, and she is not willing to make herself available for the husband.
Sexually.
Does she have an excuse, a medical excuse, a valid excuse? No. She just doesn't want to.
I don't want to have sex.
So if she has no medical excuse, no psychological excuse, no whatsoever excuse, she has no right not to make herself available.
Sexually. Muhammad cursed the women who do not give sex to their husbands whenever they demand. There's a hilarious, funny story. Once Muhammad was walking through a street and he saw a sexy woman doing her work. He just saw her and then he quickly looked away, and then he went to one of his wives. In some hadiths, it says Zainab, and in another one, it says someone else. I can't remember the name. So this is how the hadith goes. Let me show you if I can find it. Look at the conversations. This is the religion of honor and dignity. Watch this. The book of marriage. Recommendation to the one who sees a woman and is attracted to her. You know, it's like, ooh, hot chick over there. To go to his wife or slave woman. That's a key word. You can have as many slaves as you want and have intercourse with her. So Jabir reported that Allah's Messenger Muhammad once saw a woman, and he got horny. He's like, ooh, hottie. And so he came to his wife, Zainab, as she was tanning a leather. He's like, honey, drop everything you've got. And remember the previous guy who said, a woman cannot deny sex to her husband. She has to give, no matter what she's doing. Muhammad, in fact, and there's another hadith in which he said, even a woman has to give her husband sex even if she's sitting on the back of a camel. Sorry, we gotta. Actually, I think the modern equivalent would be you're going on a car somewhere and you're like, hey, you know what, honey, can we do it? Modern women would be like, no, I don't feel like it. And modern men would be like, okay, all right, your body, your choice. That's how decent men behave. But not Muslims. Hey, you have to give it to me. So that's why. Anyway, let me finish the hadith. So as she was tanning a leather and had sexual intercourse with her, he then went to his companions and told them, he's like, hey, I banged my wife today. You know, I saw a really hottie. I saw a hottie on the street. I could not contain. So I went bang. I went to my closest wife, because he had 9 at that time and God knows how many sex slaves. I went to my wife. She was busy, but I said, drop everything, do this. So look at this. He still found a way to blame women. The woman advances and retires in the shape of a devil. So if you get horny by looking at a woman, it's her fault. She's the devil. So when one of you sees a woman, he should come to his wife, for that will repel what he feels in his heart. What a legendary religion. Oh, God. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's finish Amy Mack's video. Sorry, I just go off on different tangents.
And so why are you wearing hijab? You're oppressed. All these arguments. And leave the hijab. let's see what happens when you remove the hijab. If hypothetically a woman enters into a meeting room, there's a meeting, and the woman is not dressed properly. Let's say she's quote unquote attractive and she's dressed very, very improperly. She walked into a meeting room. What is the first thing the men will think? No matter what she does,
A man is permitted to take women as sex slaves outside of marriage. And look, that hadith is appropriate. This is that their head cannot get out of that. Their heads cannot. Maybe it's a biological flaw. Maybe their minds cannot contain concurrent thoughts. Yeah, okay. I saw a hot woman walking down the street. I don't go like, I can't think of anything now. I have to bang her now. What the hell? Yeah, you see a hot woman and then get on with your day. Oh yeah, she's all right. You don't even say it, but if this is his point that hot woman walks into your meeting room, how are you going to work, guys? Some of you might pull out your sword and start playing with yourself. That's what he's actually alluding to. Or some will say, sorry, I have to go. I'll be back in a second. And then you go to the bathroom and then you play with yourself. And then you come back. It's like, oh, okay. Lady, you should wear a hijab, you know. See, I had to go. Bro, we're not all mindless, lusty animals, okay?
no matter how hard she studies and reads and how eloquent she is, she still is looked at as just a sexual object.
No, she's not. That's how your prophet saw women, you dumbass. That's how you see women.
The minute she covers that, she will be looked at as an individual.
No, she won't. Maybe actually, no. That's actually a lie. This is actually proven to be a lie. This is what Muslim men do to women in Muslim countries too. Look at this. I got a screen for everything, guys. Look at this. This woman is walking in a big burqa or whatever. This guy sees her, and then he does a U-turn, and then he pinches her bum. There's another one. There's another man just pinches her bum. She's wearing the ninja garb. That's how they are, guys. So it's them, and they're projecting their mentality on others.
And then there's useless hijab. That's when the woman covers every little bit of hair, and she's wearing very, very tight clothing. So
yeah, the ones that are known as hijab for Allah, booty for Abdullah.
Who on earth told you that the hair strand is not as dangerous as body parts being finally defined? For example, let's just pick on the United States of America. In America, we cannot accept a woman in a high leadership position if she looks like a woman, if she's effeminate.
So even camp guys cannot be leaders. Yeah, that's a good Sahih Hadith. Now, Muhammad said, no nation will succeed with a woman as its ruler.
So she has to look what we call androgynous in the English language, right? So the androgynous woman, that's the one that has short hair, that wears these business suits, that doesn't show her emotions.
Tomboy.
It's more like a man, right? Then we also had Condoleezza Rice, but she was a real man, of course.
Okay.
Oh my God. She was a real man. Wow. See how disgusting these people are? These are the people you are bringing into your countries, guys. This is what you're bringing in. These people do not leave their pathetic, medieval, barbaric viewpoints in their home countries. They come and they spread them. This is what's happening everywhere. Look at this.
This is 23-year-old asylum seeker Mohammed Sheikhi waiting to sexually assault young women as they left nightclubs in Falkirk. He attacked 2 victims in the space of an hour, pinning one up against a tree and targeting the other at a railway bridge. He was arrested at the Home Office-run Cladden Hotel where he was living, and today has been given a 4-year prison sentence. This is 23.
These are the kind of people you're bringing en masse. You got to stop this, guys. You got to stop this. You got to fight back. This is it. There's no time for complacency. The enemy is well organized, well planned, and highly motivated.